donations. I had to. I had the opportunity. And he mentioned to me that with total respect, he said, do you know that he's going to be able to give all 6 organs away?
7.
Excuse me, 7. That's right, 7. And I go, yeah, that's real good. That's real good. I'm glad, because Carl's a giver. He said, do you know how hard that is sometimes, or how special that is? And I go, well, share with me, because I want to understand this. I asked him, how many donations are given here at this particular hospital? And he says, we do about 115 a year. And I said, well, how many of them, need up to like the total of 7? And he said, probably about 5. Did I say Carl was special? All of his organs went out. That's about more or less 3 or 4%. Special. He was very special. He died showing how special he was by being a giver. And one more thing. My son, I obviously didn't buy a suit either, because I didn't expect to be here. On our way over here, my whole family and friends were praying for Carl. And Carl and Lewis were really close when they got together. And I'd say, Carl, if you guys go out, be careful. And I'd say, Lois, be careful. And they both smile at me and say, yeah, we will be. But on our way over here, Carl's brother Michael shared with me a little bit about, Carl at one point accepting Christ. And so somehow I got on the phone. I was talking to my oldest son, Lewis. And I said, yeah, Lou, they told me that he accepted Christ. And he just broke down. He started crying. He said, that was my prayer, Dad. because I wanted to one day see him again. And what I mean by that is, I know where I'm going to be one day. And I know one day I'll see Carl. I hope and pray that one day everybody here will be able to see Carl.
Thank you, Mickey. Thank you very much. Whatever you want to call this festivity. I am an immigrant from South America. I have 4 kids. My second kid died when he was 9 months old. And I have a hard time. It was so beautiful. He was kind of fat, and he was so beautiful. And I did have a hard time. But I never thought that I have a heart. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. I have so many good memories of my grandchildren, especially Carl, because he was my first grandchild. And it's so many things that he did, good and bad. Even bad ones. that were good. For me, even the bed was the good. And me and my wife, we helped to raise them. And hurry to the school, go hurry to the daycare, hurry to everywhere. And we enjoy it very much. It was tough, but we enjoy. We still enjoy every moment. And I remember when I had to make the breakfast, and they were little, and then they don't want to eat. I say, well, this is a very wonderful soup, which was oatmeal. And I make for them, and then one day he says, Grandpa, I would like to have some of your wonderful soup. So yeah. And they eat, and I have so much fun to making the breakfast, even though that I'm not a cooker at all, but I'm not a good experienced cooker. But it was so fun. I enjoy it very much. And I respect this to this point. And like Mickey says, I thought that when Gloria told me about 3 o'clock, said, Daddy, Carl already went to surgery, and doctors say that's all they can do. But are we expecting to, or in my mind, I expect for him to recuperate. And then that's the reason why I asked Michael when I got to the airport. Say, how's Carl doing? I thought that he's getting, and he says no. And he caught me by surprise that I break down in the airport so bad. So I appreciate that you guys came over. That was a lot of help for us, for our family. And please, you guys that exercise and do the type of exercise, please wear a helmet all the time. Don't be foolish. Don't think that you're Superman. Please, this is hard. This is tough. And again, I have a few words for Annette that we appreciate very much that she's been our angel, because we don't know where to go. We don't even know how to put one step in front of the other here in Boulder, that's what he wants to be in Boulder. I asked him a few times, Carl, come over here, and he did, and he tried, but his mind wasn't here in Boulder, and his friends. He don't want to, he wants to stay with us because he loves us very much. But at the same time, he enjoys his mountains, he enjoys his friends, he enjoys everything here. And then, well, that's fine if he wants to be. And like Gloria says, he wants also to learn little by little on his own pace. But I was hoping that he get in the right track and learn something that in the future can compete with this world. But I'm never happy. So I do appreciate again to you for coming over here, and my personal advice, wear your helmet on whatever exercise or that type of exercise.